Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. We're going to play some more of this Daymare 1994 Sandcastle Part 4. And I'm doing this offline instead of online. I just don't see it's not a big deal. I think I do more live streams if I reach my first 2 tiers on YouTube. Twitch, I'm not going to do a whole lot of these days because I'm not getting anywhere on there. YouTube is my top one to do for socializing and putting videos up and stuff. So that's what we'll be doing. And yeah, there's at some point you realize that if you're not getting anywhere, it's time to move on, or not give up on it, but just don't do it as much. So that's kind of what I'm doing with that. Twitch has a lot of, it seems like it's got a lot of, it's not very beginner friendly. I'll just say that, because they want you to download programs to go along with it so you can add stuff to Twitch, and it should automatically be on there. You shouldn't have to download third-party programs and stuff like that they recommend. You already have enough programs going on, from your OBS program, your TV being on, or your monitor, your computer being on, your video game system, your video card being on. You already got enough stuff to deal with, and now they want you to download third-party programs just to add buttons and stuff to the layout of your channel, and I don't like that. It should all be right in-house on that channel. You should just be able to do one or two things and make your account up, get a few settings familiarized with, and instantly be on. So the fact that you have to use third-party stuff and everything else to add to your OBS program, which clutters it up, slows down things, adds more internet usage and stuff like that just to play on there. And then if you don't get the first tier within that 30 days, it resets and you got to start all over again. And it makes it very difficult to compete with all the popular ones on there, and it kind of throws you through a loop on Twitch. But anyway, I if you know my channel, I talk about all kinds of things, and so that was what was on my mind at the time of this. So all right, let's get going. We'll play a little bit of this, and because this is where we left off, we got to get that briefcase. That briefcase, everybody wants it for some reason. It must be something in there important. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. Are you alright? Nope. Heading through the office. And see that? You can't even read it. It's all blurred up. Yeah, they made this game quite quickly, that's what I'm assuming, because they didn't do the details as much as they should have. They should have detail on the screen there. All I see is blurriness. Almost out of shotgun shells. What was that about? Look at that. Game's glitching out. Let's take a look over here first. I like to look around the room just to see what they did to the game. And just in case you run into stuff that you need. Sometimes you can overlook things. If you're speed running and whatever, you're gonna miss a lot of stuff. Oh, give me some more ammo. Okay, there's a door on this side. I could use that. I have one of these, but it's not as expensive. Could use that. Always look around the room. You never know. Check the corners. Check the corners. That's what they say in that training. Check the corners. Look at that. Clothes. Clothes on the ground. Okay. Yep, so much for their training. All that training, and then they ended up dead on the floor. There we go. Hey, it's some light. I will take that. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to open it. It's only taken a few decades, but the geniuses who run this place have finally decided to update security protocols at the request of your buddies at US Progress. My team and I have been working 12-hour straight shifts installing cameras everywhere and setting up new security checkpoints. I know what you're asking yourself, and the answer is yes. We've always installed the new V2 badge clearance upgrade system. I've taken it for a test drive, and everything seems to be in perfect working order. I've never seen such a simple and intuitive system. Now you just have to input all the water supply facility staff data and designate their relative security levels. Remind them to reset their personal access codes at the terminal. For now, the provisional codes are written on strips and adhesive tape affixed to each badge. It's all yours. Have fun, Tom. Kind of pointless reading that stuff, but I guess they're just trying to get you to, feel like you're, there's some life in the game, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go through that door. Oh, we could go to over here, through this door. Okay, we're not going that way. Sometimes it's good, though, that they limit you so you don't get lost. Because if you have too many options, then you can get lost or confused, especially because they don't give you a map or anything. You're just kind of playing it out. But open world is nice too. But when they do open world games, they have to be careful because a lot of the open world games are just repetitive. They just slap in this open area together so that you makes it feel like the game's bigger than what it is. And that can be be worse than a closed game like this one. Okay, we're loading. I don't know if there's going to be a video sequence or not. Yeah, if you're new, consider taking a look at my channel. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like some of my stuff, just push dislike. But don't be harsh in the comments. You can comment though. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. The reason why I talk that way sometimes, like I just did, is because I'm hearing myself talk. So.
Briefcase. It's one of the scientists that came here along with Section 8. He seems injured. He couldn't have gone that far.
He's actually turning into something else. That's what it looks like, because his hand was like a monster or something. I think it was bleeding too. It actually kind of looks like it's getting cold. There's dust in the air.
Stop! Put down the briefcase. I said put it down!
Please. Please don't shoot.
You're from HCO, aren't you? Where did you get this?
There was a gunfight. I was with the sergeant.
Gora?
Yes, a Hades soldier found us. He had it. He dropped it near me, and I...
Where's he now?
Who?
Where's this Hades soldier?
I don't know. He and Gora were fighting. Then those monsters turned up, and I don't know. I ran away. Maybe Gora killed him.
You've been hit. Don't try to move.
He was the one who shot me. Your friend. Why are you doing this to us? Are you trying to silence us? People died here.
I have no fucking idea what happened in this shithole.
People need to know.
You must know something. Those monsters. I saw them teleport with my own eyes. Tell me how.
In theory, it shouldn't be possible. But they must have found a way. Matter transfer. That was the aim of the research.
They actually pulled it off. Those motherfuckers.
Revolution. An unprecedented technological advance.
But how? What are those clusters of electricity? And why do they bring corpses back to life?
They were manipulating the structure of electromagnetic fields. It seemed like a baseless theory, but then they made a discovery that changed everything. In that briefcase, I'm not sure, but... You think you understand, but you're blind like everyone else. This is what you want, isn't it? It's the only thing you care about. You'll never get it! What do you want from me? No, don't come any closer! I didn't do anything to you. Get back, leave me alone!
First time I used that gun, but it happened to be in a movie sequence.
Vulcan,
I used
are you
a
receiving me?
shotgun.
I need an extraction point. I've recovered the briefcase. I repeat, I've recovered the briefcase.
Shit. I'll have to get closer to the surface. I'm sorry, Foster, but I have to get this briefcase out of here.
have no idea where I'm going. I'm just guessing. Not if I can freeze it. I'm sure I'm gonna use it here shortly. Yeah, just testing. Testing everything. And I'm playing this in parts. This is part 4. I usually play about close to an hour, and then that'll be it for this part. Well, let's just go this way. Do I get that? No. So is that how they making it rain? Oh well. Okay, that looks like an elevator. Let's see if we can use it. If not, we'll have to go back the other way.
Seems like I need a key to operate the elevator.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I guess we're coming back. Let's run. Probably should have went this way. I didn't have to use a code. They say with these types of locks, you can use like a real strong magnet, and it overpowers it, makes it open. Man, that looks fresh. Oh, let's go over here. I don't want to go up that yet. Find everything and use it all. What is that? You see that? Little guy or something. Here, let's use this. Guess we were supposed to use that to get it. Okay. Looks like we are going upstairs. I don't think they're gonna let us use those, so yeah. Leave down in the chat what you think. Comments. Comments, please. What do you think about the Twitch site? Is it, do you think it's rigged? For beginners, it's definitely not beginner friendly, that site. Okay, keep moving. Yeah, some of these rooms look identical. What's that over there? Is that a reflection? There's a doorway over there. I have to go to that. Yeah, it's definitely a reflection.
Where the hell are they pumping all this water to?
I thought that was for the rain. Yep, it's definitely a neat game for what it is. Not too, well, you know, it reminds me of Area 51, that game, Area 51. It had that X-Files guy's voice in it. Yeah, that game was kind of ahead of its time, but the graphics weren't that great either. Sometimes the best storylines on these games don't have the best graphics. It's too bad they can't do both. Because they'd make it even better. And then sometimes games have really good graphics, but the story is awful. It's not even worth playing. You're just like, what's the point? You know, they lose once the gamer or the player lose interest, you don't want to play it no more. It's like, why do I bother? I mean, unless you paid a lot of money for the game and then you try to, what we would call fake hype. You lie to yourself to make it more hyped up than what it is because you want to get your money's worth. And you don't want to... Yep, there's the key. Let's check it. Running out of space. There we go. I got him. I got one more space left on here. And I'm probably going to be using those medical packs shortly anyway, so... Okay, let's do it. Let's save it. Awesome. Okay, we're saved. Okay, now we gotta backtrack. Remember last time we backtracked, those people came to life, or those electrical things went inside of them, took over. So I'm sure I'm gonna be battling here shortly. Oh, the graphics. Come on, people. Do better. But it's, the storyline ain't too bad for what it is, like I said. It's just... I'm not sure... What? I'm not sure if this is has replayable value. Most games... whatever that is. And go again. Okay. There we go. Got some space now. Oh! It's one of those. There. Finally worked. That's where it came out at, so it's gotta be. over here. And let's get this loaded up. Got 3 rounds left. Might as well use them. Okay, let's see what happens. See if they come to life. Remember this big old thing over here? Let's see what happens. Okay, guess he's alright. And let me check my power supply. Okay, we're at 100 for life. Ooh, they had something. What if we could freeze this? Let's check and see if there's any more ammo for this. Nope. Guess we're stuck with a machine gun. And a lot of the games, the shotguns don't last long anyway. You can rarely find shotgun shells. That's why I wanted to use the shotgun first. Yep, it's this way. Then we'll probably get another movie sequence here and see if I can find another save point.
Vulcan! Thank God. I need an extraction point. I'm making my way back to the surface. It's a mess down here.
What the hell is going on? I've lost contact with the others. I can't...
Vulcan, get me out of here!
I tried to warn you. Now with this storm, it's practically impossible to guarantee extraction. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need a precise location. Where the hell are you?
I don't know. I'm climbing some kind of weird water tower. This place is a fucking death trap. I lost contact with Foster and Roddick got left behind. He's injured.
Shit.
As soon as I reach the surface, I'll be able to give you more details, if I make it in one piece.
Copy.
Why would there be a storm? This is the Las Vegas desert. It rarely does anything out there. I used to live in Las Vegas. I know that they rarely have anything. It's just some wind, some dust storms sometimes, a little bit of rain, a little bit of frost, sometimes a little bit of snow, but it's rare. So that's exaggerating storm, please.
Holy hell. So that's where the rest of the plane went.
No, they gathered it over here. It's a little closet for the airplane. transported it is what they did. Transporting experiments and end up inside of a wall or something. Not in the world? Man, we're not going that way. We gotta check this out. Let's see. Anything in here? Yeah, all the newer airplanes and stuff. They did away with a lot of instrument panels. They just have touch screens now. If you can bear staring at those screens, just like cell phones, you stare at them too long. Yep, here we go. Something's gonna sneak up. No, okay. All we did was go around. I gotcha. What do we got? Anything I need? Let's see what kind of ammo we got. 9mm. I didn't get one of those guns. Wait, 9? Okay. Oh, submachine gun. Okay. Alright, well, I guess it's forget about the shotgun then. Don't need that. It's getting more weird. You okay, buddy? No? Probably the pilot. Look at it. It's upside down on the ceiling. Merged into the...
What? It's losing charge. What's wrong with it?
Uh-oh. Well, I got bullets. If we're gonna be introduced to the boss or something of the monsters in here. Okay, looks like we're heading for that. If we don't get attacked. Uh-oh. First time dying. You are dead? Oh, okay. Let's see where we end up. Well, where are we? Okay, at least we're right here. That's good. Alright. We got those. Let's take a look over here and go this way. I didn't go this way last time. Maybe there's something. No. Here we go again. Let's see what happens.
What the?
Wow. Don't let me do anything. Yep, got me. I pushed the B button to use the medic pad, but it didn't work. I'm gonna have to go into the menu and do it. It's kind of how it works. Till you figure the game out. Well, everything was going smoothly until this thing showed up. Let me take a look at stuff here. Yeah. How to use these? Okay. Let's do it again. That's why I like the shotgun. The shotgun's better. Alright, let's just run down there. Do it again. I didn't even make the door. Okay, we get it. Let's go. Not very good. It's not letting me do it. Now this is cheating. This is cheating. So while I was distracted with that one, the other one came. So maybe I have to run or something. Alright, we'll play one or two more rounds. If I don't get anywhere, I might just pause it until I do, and then we'll come back and continue where I left off. That way we don't have to see a complete repeat all the time. Alright, let's run down here and see if we can skip it, the video part of it. No, won't let me.
What the?
Let's start out doing this. The freezer. Okay, so now they still snuck up on me, even after I did that. Okay, I will pause it, and I will see if I can figure it out here, and then I'll continue. We'll continue where we left off. That way you don't have to keep seeing the repeat over and over again. I did the same thing with hacking that lock as well. Alright, let me go ahead and pause it. Alright, well, I couldn't get any further than this. I played it many times, probably a good 5 or 10 times. It keeps cheating. I sort of understand what needs to be done, but it's getting hard now. And if you know my channel, know me a little bit, is I will play a game until it becomes, well, ridiculously over exaggerated, because the game is supposed to be enjoyable, not cheat, you know. So this game is starting to cheat. No matter what I did, the goal is to freeze that big thing you see after the video sequence, or during the video, yeah, at the end of the video sequence before we start fighting that big old monster. You're supposed to freeze him, stop him in his tracks, while fighting those monsters. And I think what you need to do is there's 2 or 3 of them in that room, so you have to basically keep fighting them until their bodies disintegrate, or, you know, be little tiny pieces. And he sneaks up on you, and he can't wait to get you. So as you're distracted by those zombie monster, you know, the things that possess those people, he comes up and grabs you. That's basically how it works. So I'm going to end this video, and the next part 5 will be basically I'll keep playing it until I beat it, and then I'll start on part 5 from there. If I cannot do it, this will be the last part, and we'll move on to another game. It's a shame because it started to get exciting and started to get a little bit more interesting. It's just even at the lowest setting, the easy setting, it's still difficult. Now, I'm not saying I can't get through it. It's just it's one of those games where it's trial and error to push forward, and you slowly creep forward. Now, if it's like this, um, you know, it keeps getting more and more harder, then I probably won't even bother finishing this game. But I was kind of looking forward to possibly going through the entire game, but now the difficulty level is increasing. The game is starting to cheat, starting to get a little out of, not enjoyable. It's more frustration. I don't mind a little challenge or a little bit of frustration as long as it's very, very light. But I played this 5 or 10 times off when I paused this here. And yeah, it's, I'm starting to understand the pattern a little bit, but I don't like games, like I said, where you have to do everything specifically the way the programmer wants it to be and learn the pattern in order to beat a boss to order to continue. Now, my opinion and my take on this is if you actually follow along my videos and everything, you will understand. You'll understand that games do this on purpose so that to make you feel like the game is longer than what it is. That's why they do that with bosses transforming into phase 2, 3, 4, or whatever. They do it on Metroid as well. Metroid games, stuff like that. Final Fantasy games. Well, you name it. The reason why they do it, and one big reason why they do it, is to make you think the game is longer than what it is. Because if you're stuck on a boss, it's going to start to feel like you're never going to get anywhere. And so then if you beat it, you feel relieved, and it puts that, it makes your nerves rattle, and it makes you perceive that the game is longer than it is to get your money's worth. So you start to feel this frustration and all these other things, and it's a deceit by the programmers to make you feel that the game is longer than what it is. Because if you would just go for one boss to the next, you just shoot them a few times, the game will go quick. But if you're stuck on it, and then it comes down to, do you really want to keep playing it? And the only reason why you play it at that point, when it gets that bad for you, is because you paid all that money for it. That's the only reason. At the end of the day of it, the conclusion is, when you get into this type of situation that you've seen me going through here, it's just to get your money's worth. Because you want to play a game, but you don't want to lose. These bosses get so stressful playing them that you say, hey, look, I just started this game, or I'm just 25-30% in this game, and I paid all this money for it. I gotta get through this. And so it's sort of like, the way to say it, in my opinion, is it's like it's inside joke for the programmers who made the game, who make it so hard for them. They'll pay all this money for it, and they have no choice but to endure it, because they won't be able to continue the game. And they paid all that money for it, so they're going to sit there all day. They're going to come back over and over until they do beat it. They're going to go insane because they want their money's worth. And so that's why I don't like games like this where they do it on purpose. So it's not that you're not a very good game player, because I played a lot of games in my time. It's not that. It's just that as you wise up and as you get older, you realize that it's just a game. So my take, in my opinion, and again, is as some advice: don't buy an expensive game. If they do something like this in that game, you're going to have to force yourself to find a way to beat that and continue on the game because you paid all that money. But if you only paid $5 or $10 for it, or something like that, you know, you can just move on. But it's a shame because then the game was left there and you didn't get your money's worth because you're stuck. But all right, that's my little take, my little rant, because I'm getting a little frustrated playing this now, and I don't like that. You know, if you want to, it'd be a little challenging, but come on. And I'm sure a lot of people passed this part and moved on and don't think it's that big of a deal. But for people that are casual players and stuff, it's a nuisance. It's not very nice. So, all right, but there you go. That's part 4. I will play this some more, and as soon as I pass it, I will, or if I pass it, I will continue with a part 5. If not, I'm done. I'm done with the game. I'll move on to something else. But it wasn't too bad, and then it started doing that. So if it's like this throughout the rest of the game, I probably would want to throw my controller, but I don't throw my controllers. I just say, you know, it's just not worth it. And so that's my take. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you like my stuff. If you like that I'm honest, that I get frustrated just like you do, because I'm a real person. I'm not playing pretend. And I do unboxings. I show you where to get free PC games and mobile games once a week. Go check that out on my posts and my shorts videos. And like I always say, moving on to the next video. Take care, everybody.